a crazy busy nurse working crazy busy shifts, having a hard time keeping your body fueled and hydrated, then this video is for you. This is my 5 fast and furious fueling tips for nurses. So, tip number one, pack your lunch. Just like your mama packed your lunch for you when you were a little kid because your mom cared about putting good food in your body. Or maybe she left you up to cafeteria food. I'm sorry if she did, but here's my hot tip: pack your lunch. I pack my lunch every single day because I don't want to be at the mercy of a crazy busy day and whatever might happen to be in the break room or whatever might be at the whim of DoorDash or whatever might be in the vending machine. I care enough about my body to believe that I believe that I believe that it deserves to be fueled well because I put it through hell on some of those shifts. And I want to make sure that I treat it well because it carries me through some really hard times. So I always pack my own lunch. I prepare to take care of the body that cares for me. Now, when it comes to packing my lunch, what do I put in it? That leads to tip number two. Protein is your best friend. So I love protein in my lunch because protein takes time to digest. It takes a little bit longer to digest. It keeps you fuller for longer. It fuels your body for longer. So I always recommend if you're going to eat in a balance of carbs and proteins, like about the same amount of grams of carbs as you're going to consume proteins. You can consume more proteins than carbs, that's fine. If you go for a straight carb bomb, it'll keep you going for a little while, but then it'll fizzle you out. So that is not a fast and furious way to fuel your body. If you're going to fuel your body fast, put some protein in it because it's going to last you longer. Some of my favorite proteins, I love the yogurts that have higher protein, like the Greek yogurts that get me through a little bit longer. I love to add some berries to that yogurt. I love to add some nuts to that yogurt, get a little extra fat going in there. I love to do some scrambled eggs. Like I will just cook a little thing, like a little container of scrambled eggs, and just like eat them straight cold. You could do some hard boiled eggs. Those are some of my favorite, like fast and furious protein sources. Um, those are my favorites for my lunch that I just pack and like I have at the ready. I always have a spoon in my lunch box. When I pack my own lunch, toss a spoon in there. Okay. Pack your lunch. Protein is your best friend. Tip number three, hydrate. Your body deserves to be well hydrated. Now, sometimes it's hard, right? Because you're running, and they make you keep your water bottle in like this random cupboard, and sometimes it's not convenient to get to. But here's how I keep hydration simple. Okay, here's my hydration goals. I take 2 bottles to work. One is my easy and convenient one is my refill. I keep it simple. When both of these are full of water at the beginning of the day and they're gone at the end of the day, I have know that I have done my body well. Now, this I just want to share with you. This is from my kids. It says best mom ever. They bought it for me as a Mother's Day gift. So not only like when I drink my water, it makes me happy because it reminds me that my kids love me and that's really special. So yeah, it incentivizes me to drink water because I think my water bottle is really sweet. But this is how I keep my water simple. I fill these both up at the beginning of the day. I make sure they're gone at the end of the day. And that's it. That's as difficult as it needs to get. Keep fueling simple. Okay. Tip one, pack your lunch. Tip two, protein is your friend. Tip three, hydrate. Tip four, supplement. I am not a fan of cooking. I actually don't like packing my lunch. Thinking about food is not something that I enjoy. So if you're like me, you probably need some extra supplements on top of like your regular food. I'm a huge fan of like protein powders, of hydration supplements, of like additional things to add. Like I love my green powders. I love my moringa. I have like extra drinks that I enjoy. If you're curious about what kind of supplements I personally use or I personally recommend to my clients, please reach out to me. We can totally have a conversation about what your goals are, about what you might be needing, and I can share with you some things that I use that I personally recommend. We could go there, but there's tons of things available. And honestly, whatever, like what I always say to my clients is like, here, the plan that you're going to actually implement is the plan that's going to work best for you. Like there are so many things out there and something that works best for me may not work best for you, may not work best for the next person. But the truth is, whatever you're going to do consistently is probably going to what's going to work best for you. So I have some things that I use personally that keep my body going, that keep me feeling my absolute best, that I don't live without on a day to day in terms of how I supplement my body and my routine. But I highly recommend that you figure that out for yourself, that you explore what options are out there and how you keep your own body well fueled. Because your body is like a car, right? Like you wouldn't hop into your car with an empty tank, AKA no breakfast, and expect to drive it for 500 miles, AKA a 12-hour shift, without making a plan to stop to fill up gas, AKA putting food in your body, would you? That wouldn't make any sense, right? And yet we treat our bodies that way and then wonder why we feel exhausted or why we binge eat at the end of the day, or maybe if we're overweight, why we have all this weight stuck on our bodies because our bodies are like hoarding calories because we're not fueling it well. So, like, there's actually legitimate science as to how to fuel your body well, to keep your energy going, to keep your body feeling good, to just like keep yourself really well fueled. And fueling your body doesn't have to be complicated. It can be fast, it can be furious, and it can be simple. Many of you know I'm an ER nurse. So fueling my body has to be fast and furious and simple. I ain't got time for no complicated. And honestly, most of the time I don't even sit down to eat, which is terrible. We could talk about the whole habit of like actually chewing your food, which I'm really not good at, which is like not good for my digestive system. And I know this. But anyway, I digress. Moving on. Last tip. Last tip to fast and furiously fueling your body for nurses is just say no. Just say no to all the junk, the snacks, the treats that are sitting out in the break rooms, on the counters, at the charge desk, in the vending machines that you can order on your little app and have driven directly to you at the hospital. Just say no to all of those things. So I am now in my 40s. And if you are young, if you're a brand new nurse, you all know, if you know me, you know that my heart is to serve the next generation of nurses, which is are that younger generation of nurses. And for you, my friends, you're not here yet. Your body has not given you that feedback yet that all that food that you're putting in your body is making you tired and making you gain weight. Like your body's still pretty resilient. Don't worry. When you hit your like late 30s and your 40s, like you're going to get some different feedback. And when you're starting to get that different feedback, you're going to realize that you're going to have to start saying no to some things like that DoorDash and that junk that's sitting on the counter. It's going to start robbing you of your energy, right? And for me, especially like when I was in my mid 30s, I started realizing like I can't eat the same way that I used to because it was robbing me of my energy. And as much as I loved snacking on those yummy things in the break room, there has to be a limit for me because it robs me of my energy. And the whole purpose of fast and furious fueling is to give my body the fuel it needs to operate well for me so that I can do a good job, to have the energy, to have the mental clarity, to have that like pep in my step and that smile on my face, rather than feeding my food with crap that makes me feel like crap and that makes my attitude crappy. Right? So those are my hot tips for fast and furious fueling for nurses. Until the next perfect time, much love.